So setting up a BookBub ad is really easy. You first have to sign up for BookBub at like an author account. So you sign up for an author account. Very easy. You just go to BookBub website as an author, click author, want to sign up for an account, put in your info. It's like setting up a Facebook page. They ask you your profile and your picture and what books you can add books you publish to your dashboard. And then if you want to do an ad, you select advertising. They have different, drop down menus, and you can select, I want to run an ad. And then you choose which book you want to advertise. And then you make the image on Bookbrush or in BookBub. Now you can see on the left, this is what it first looks like to set up the ad. And that's an ad that's set up using BookBub. They choose only get to choose the book cover. Then you have very limited characters, only 60 characters. Then you get a button and it can say read now, buy now, download, get free, whatever. And you get to choose the background. That's it. But those work well too. I mean, I've mostly actually used those that I just make on BookBub. Some of them I've made on BookBrush, but these worked as well, I think. So you get the call to action. Then you target the genre and the author. So you can see on the right, the slide or picture on the right that says Agatha Christie and Rhys Bowen. So if I was doing Fiona Figg, I would do authors like that do historical, kind of cozy-ish or historical mystery. So I could, on a lot of I usually put more than 2 people on my ads. But sometimes, like, I have ads that are running just to people who like Louise Penny, or just to people who like Jacqueline Winspear, or, and then if I say, if the ad says, if you like Louise Penny, you'll like this, I might only target Louise Penny. And those work, pretty well. And then you can pick the genre, and they have all kinds of, and I have nonfiction, they have all kinds of genres, and you just pick which genres you want. Then you say, run it continuously or run on a schedule, like just for a week. Like if you're doing a launch or a special promo and you have a price of 99 cents just for these 2 weeks, then you'd put, on the buy button or the button copy, maybe only 99 cents, only 0.99, and then you'd run it just for that week. And then you have to bid. I usually do cost per click, but you can also do cost per impression. So it kind of depends. Do you want people clicking, or do you just want to get the word out? The impression that you can get people seeing it. Click is you want them to actually click through and buy it. So I put click. They tell you, they recommend the bids. The winning bid is 50 cents to $1, and I usually go on the low end. I don't know, you just kind of have to play around. Like I would start on the low end, and if it's not really being shown, they'll tell you too, like they'll send you an email saying your ad isn't really being shown. You might want to up your budget or up your bid. So then you might want to up the bid, but best to start on the low end. And if you're selling and it's working, then you don't have to spend more money, but maybe you will. But then if you start higher and it's, you're not really, it's not affecting your sales. You run this thing for a week and you haven't sold any more books, turn it off. They will also give you statistics. They'll show you, they won't really show you who bought the book because it's not a book selling site, but they will send people to Amazon and Barnes and Noble and so on. It will show you how many people click through to those. So, percentage of them that click through will buy the book, but not all of them. And it's usually, at least mine, maybe someone else does better than I do, but they're pretty low percentages that click through. Maybe like 3% is pretty good. They say, the things I've read is that if it's below 1%, turn it off. And if it's above 2%, it's not bad. You can also, on BookBub ads, turn off, like, let's say it's doing really well on Kobo, but it sucks on Amazon. You can turn off Amazon and just advertise it to Kobo, which is also kind of cool. So you set the budget and the duration. Oh, any questions about that so far? Because now we're going to move on to other platforms to advertise. I'm not going to spend as long on any other platforms because, at least from my experience, they haven't worked as well. So Pinterest, I would set up Pinterest boards. You do that for free, just like if you use Pinterest it's, you know, like Facebook, only different because it's Pinterest. You put up what they call boards of interest, like maybe children's books, maybe your children's books, or you know, we're all trying to sell books here. So, you know, something about your books. These two images I made with Bookbrush, and these are the size Pinterest likes. You can put other sizes on Pinterest, but this is the size I like. Also, the Pinterest people will tell you to put a action button. Most every advertiser marketing person is going to tell you to put an action button, because on Pinterest, everybody can put links. So you set up these images, Pinterest will ask you, do you want to put a link? And yes, you do. You know, even if it's just to your website or to Amazon, you can put links to Amazon. And you can do this for free. You set up a board, you put some nice looking images with your book. You can put words, like they'll have headlines, not as many words as like the Facebook description. They have word limits, but you know, make your headline and people will see this image and your headline and definitely have a call to action. I don't have it on the Fiona one, but I mean, I should. It will be better according to the advertising people. So people will know to click it, because Pinterest doesn't actually say click. You know, maybe if they've used it a lot, they know, oh, if I click the image, it might go somewhere. But if they don't know that, you know, you got to have something that looks like click here, even if it just says click here, whatever, that looks familiar as like that buy now, you know, oh, if I click that, it's probably going to take me somewhere where I can buy it. And you can do all that without spending a cent. And I actually get a fair amount of organic traffic. I don't know how many sales, but probably some through Pinterest. I also have done ads through Pinterest. I've installed the pixel, blah, blah, blah. I've done the whole shebang, and I just do not see the sales to justify it yet. And I have tried it for over a year, and I've worked with Pinterest specialists. It just seems like it should work. And I know other people, not authors though, but other people who claim they're making money from selling stuff on Pinterest, but maybe it's like underwear. I don't know. Listen, I don't think it's books. None of my author friends have found Pinterest to be that. Maybe it just doesn't work as well for books, but that's advertising. I think it's definitely worth, for free, making a board, especially children's books. Oh my gosh, lots of moms look at Pinterest. I get action through the kids' books just organically. I don't know how much it sells, but I think some, and it's free. And yeah, moms look for children's books on Pinterest. This is a lot of women and a little bit younger demographic than like the Facebook buyers or even the Facebook users, maybe. You know, it's a very different looking kind of platform, very image based. I guess also Facebook is pretty image based too, but that you get fewer words. So I would definitely do some Pinterest boards with links. Very important to put your links and a call to action so they know that they can buy the book when they click the image. Then I just list Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, and YouTube. Like I say, I've tried, especially Snapchat. I spent quite a while and I worked with someone on Snapchat because it was kind of fun. Like I say, to set up the ad, just their system is fun. But I got a lot of impressions, like thousands a day. And from what I could tell, 0 sales. So, you know, at a certain point, I don't know, I decided I turned them off, because if I couldn't, I felt my money, my $5 or $10 a day would be better spent somewhere that I could see it was actually paying off. There, I couldn't see it. So, but you know, if you have a younger audience, maybe it worked better for you. So Bookbrush, I've mentioned them several times because it's so much fun, because you can make ads. You can also make just stuff to put on your Facebook page that looks cool or fun. I mean, these are just some of the ones I made at the bottom here. But I made tons more, and the ones with dogs, people love, especially the kids' book. But people love dogs, and they have dogs, they have cats, they have all kinds of different templates, and you just plug in whichever book you want, you know, and put whatever words you want, and you can change stuff, and I don't know, it's just fun. And it's really handy that you can choose exactly the size that you need, and it's free. So there's no reason not to, you know, play with it, because it's part of the advertising and marketing thing that's actually fun, because some of it is not that fun. You know, I actually like it. I do enjoy, I spend too much time doing it because, you know, the Facebook ads can be very time consuming, and I should be writing, because that is how you sell. The more books you have, the more you sell. But I do actually enjoy the marketing stuff and making things like this. It's just something different, you know, when you're tired of writing and you are still doing something for your book selling business, and it's kind of different and kind of fun. So yeah, playing with Bookbrush is fun.